First, we're starting with House of Horrors. House on the Haunted Hill. Original, of course.
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself? I'm Watson Pritchard.
Watson.
In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it.
Only a century, though? You can kill a lot more people in that time.
I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
That's it? No complaints about the chains?
I'm Frederick Lauren.
Hi, Frederick.
And I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party.
Ooh.
She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts.
I got the
And
drinks.
perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
Oh, Mr. Price.
If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000. Or your next of kin in case you don't survive. Ah, but here come our other guests.
That intro is absolutely the...
It was my wife's
Already worth
idea
watching
to have
this
our
one.
guests come in funeral cars. She's so amusing. Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed
Original.
of the hearse. It's empty now, but
Novel's
after
better,
a night in the house
Mr.
on
Price.
Haunted Hill. Who knows? This is Lance Schroeder, a test pilot, so no doubt a brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that
It makes it
Lance
look like that
needs the
cigarette's hurting him
10,000
to
I'll give
smoke.
him
That happens all
if
the
he's
time.
brave enough to stay all night. This is Ruth Bridges. You've no doubt read her column in the
See if I can
newspapers.
fix the chat
She
screen.
says her reason for coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money. Gambles.
So desperate, she's already wearing them pearls.
Pritchard, a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life to spend another night here.
That was Watson,
I wonder
right?
Why? He says for money.
She didn't have any eyebrows.
This is Dr. David Trent, a psychiatrist. He claims that my ghost will help his work on hysteria. But don't you see a little touch of greed there? Around the mouth and eyes?
Yes, his mouth does look insatiable.
This is
I would
Nora
agree.
Manning. I picked her from the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000 more than most. Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty?
Very, very pretty. What a dick, though. He acknowledges,
Party's
he's like,
starting
yeah, I don't
now.
pay my workers
And
shit,
you
so she
have
needs the
until
money.
midnight
She
to
needs
find
it.
the house on
She's
Haunted
gonna
Hill.
come and earn it. Welcome to the house on the Haunted Hill. Oh, she's the murderer? You can tell already, huh? That didn't take long. Yeah, I guess with inflation and stuff. Seems like it could still be a little too loud. To turn it down just a little bit more. So I can yell over it. Well, you know Mr. Price is DTF. That's how he rolls. We need to measure all the women's eyebrows, I guess. Just a couple of ghosts, yeah. Nothing to worry about. They really see the city from there? Or is that just a road? I mean, civilization's not that far if anybody's got to try and make an escape. Yes, the ghosts operate the gates, making them ghostly gates. That was pretty casual for everybody grouping up just like that. They seemed more worried about what was around them than actually getting close to one another. Yep, $80,000. That's a lot of pizza. Yes, the storm, it's coming. So if the stream ends randomly, you know why. The spoopsters are coming after me.
Well, where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Are we all strangers to each other? Don't you two know each other?
There's definitely no maids or room service here.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Is Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No.
But then you're the only one of us who does.
You would. You fucking would.
All the details about running the house were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And 5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
A $50,000 party for only 5 people is a little steep, even for a millionaire.
Well,
I'm pale enough to be a ghost, I think.
Certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Who closed the door?
Now they're worried about doors closing themselves. Gates are fine. Doors? Oh shit.
This thing's made of solid steel.
There was a setup. Bryce looks so disappointed. Oh, now he looks happy. I hope he has good homeowner's insurance. He's gonna need it at this rate. He leaves burning candles in rooms like that? I don't know, I'd be
Guess you're
paranoid.
here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place cleaned?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend-the-night ghost party was your idea, remember?
What kind of parties does Price go to?
$2,000, I want you to have
It's not even
fun.
that racy.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
Friends? Do we have any friends?
Her eyebrows definitely seem out of place.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And you call this a party?
Could be.
He's about to turn it into
Why do
one.
you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Headshot.
Good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork. Will you join me?
Wait, he thinks he's a playboy?
Just a sip might improve your humor.
Just a sip. Sure, I'll have a drink with you, Mr. Price.
And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more.
You drink it first, lady.
Go on.
Wait, that champagne doesn't seem that bubbly for For as much as he just shook up.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party.
Of all my wives,
I drank with the lady.
But still alive.
But not the price.
would you go away for $1 million tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all. Your jealousy isn't tax-free, and your possessiveness is maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
Why didn't he just kill her then?
the time will come. You'll slip up one of these days,
Think so?
if I live long enough.
He's thinking ahead.
Remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes, arsenic on the rocks. Annabelle, you'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
Something about you. I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. And don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
So I wonder if everything between all of her banter with him is more tongue-in-cheek than anything.
This is what she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces. We found parts of the bodies all over the house. In places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
She certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Pritchard?
Is that a new chandelier? But that one's...
And her sister. No one else was.
I don't know.
So there are two loose
That
heads
seems like a
floating
major
around?
fire hazard to me. I would be having a panic attack knowing that there's something like that burning in my house.
And then cry.
Since our host isn't here,
Now
would
it's just
anyone
distracting
care to
me.
Mix me a drink.
Certainly.
Get your own drink, bitch! Look at him! Look at the house! I'm sure there's a liquor cabinet somewhere.
Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other,
So
let's
rude.
get acquainted with the drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren, I advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have?
Zippo Ghost.
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning.
You need a six-pack,
Once the
Taff.
door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of.
Okay, so they
The
can
door
escape,
to the outside locks like a vault.
even though they can see the
No
city.
electricity, no phone, no one within miles, so no way to call for help.
Like a coffin.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party. Aside from the pleasant company.
I could bump it up.
Doctor.
I mean, it's
I
whatever.
think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost.
Well, for some reason, the music earlier
Now, my
sounded
wife
way
has given us all the
overpowering.
opportunity to find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us genuine ghosts.
7 now. Maybe more before morning.
Oh, we can count.
That's cheerful.
4 men have been murdered in this house. And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, a ghost for everybody.
Well, Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
It's too much. I'll have a drink for you, though, Coro.
See that stain?
Hey, Kramer?
Blood.
Okay, I got...
A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
Still moist? She's just gonna leave her hand there. Oh, don't mind if I do. I'll take some more of that blood.
Too late, they've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
Not if they're into highbrows.
Not yet. Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house.
But that much blood, there should be a dead body up there still. Jesus Christ. That or a giant raccoon that gnawed itself in half.
All this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later.
But I assure you, he is dead.
Norton did a good deal of experimenting with wines.
This guy's really familiar
His
with
wife didn't think it was any
this
good.
place.
So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. She was supposed to stay down. But the bones came up.
The bones!
It's a funny thing. But none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different.
Look out!
God, she didn't.
Maybe I should go ahead and set up the
You
title.
mean there's still acid in there?
There we go. House on Haunted Hill.
Destroys everything with hair and flesh.
Now, I think we know where Price is putting all that champagne.
My, it's dry and dusty down here.
Well, there's a cure for that upstairs. Come on.
How'd you get invited to this party?
Time for somebody to get pushed in.
Oh, go on. I mean, what'd he tell you?
Foreshadowing.
Mr. Lawrence said everybody'd get $10,000.
Fucking
But he didn't say anything
spoopy
about being
skeletons coming out of there.
He just made a deal with me on the phone, but nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too.
A skeleton machine, yes.
$10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Is that how it went down, Mouse?
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there. Or were they? What are you going to do with your $10,000? If we get it.
What do you mean if we get it?
Hookers
Will
and
you pay us
coke.
this day?
Say it!
Ah, sure he will. 10,000 is no more to him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen so many doors. Closet?
Well, that handles that. Bathroom? Come on, bathroom.
Bottles.
Oh, bottles. It's a bottle room. But it would be a closet then, right? Bottle closet? Here we go with more candles. How long have these fucking candles been down here burning? I thought Price didn't know about any of this shit.
Does it go anywhere? Lance! Lance!
Oh, finally somebody's putting them out. At least somebody has a sensibility for fire safety. Is that a ballroom? Ghost candies? Oh, ghost candles, right. Not ghost candies. Uh-oh. Oh my god, it's an old lady! I'm so startled. Is she coming back? Run for it!
Please, Lance is gone, and there's a ghost. Please,
what I mean?
please, come on.
Did she say Lance is gone? Gone where?
He's dead! Well, how do you know? He went through this door and it closed behind him, and then I saw a ghost.
We'll have to break it down. It's locked.
Locked?
You all right?
Nothing that money won't cure. I must have bumped my head.
And the only way you could bump your head in here is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
All too bad he didn't thump it harder. Make it easier for the rest of the contestants. But it's still early. There's plenty of time
I
left.
wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
The shadows. He was playing Red Rover with some shadows in the room. And things got a little rough. There's some mean
No.
words. People got
When you
pushed
came
down.
in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
You mean a dress?
That, Mr.
A
Loren,
black dress?
hysteria.
Well, then, Doctor,
A
how
black
do you explain
gown?
what happened to
A
Lance?
black
Was
robe?
that hysteria, too?
It was just an old lady.
You better get that checked in a day or so.
She was
Thanks,
looking
Doc.
for the country kitchen buffet. And obviously she didn't find it there.
Wait for me in the hall.
The ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Loren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance?
No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and.
She was still waiting for a drink. Wow. How fucking lazy, lady.
Mr. Loren, are you
Now we're
really
still in
going to be anyone who
candlesticks?
stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
Early bird special. Yes, early bird at the country kitchen buffet. Not like they do today, Pippin. So hard up for cash, she's snatching
Someone
cables.
or something was in here when I came in. But where? And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora. But
The door
what
wasn't
you
locked
was
when they
no
came
ghost.
back, you fuck.
I don't know. I was so scared.
You know, there was a lapse of time after you were unconscious and nobody else was around. And the door was unlocked after. No, of course. That went through the wall.
Yes.
These goddamn ghosts and their fucking wall traps. And their hidden passages.
Three,
True fact,
6,
Mouse. They are.
9, 12.
Or they can be.
12 feet.
Yeah, but the ghost was nice enough to unlock the
3,
door when it left.
6. I'm going to knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall.
We'll just knock back and forth in Morse code until we hear the ghost.
Tap lower down.
Yeah, that's the spot. Lower. Lower. Country Kitchen Buffet!
Oh, I saw it again.
Son of a bitch.
Where'd it come from?
From in here.
From where it
What if
here?
it ran out of here? I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
She's got wheelies on,
I
guys.
see it.
That's what she's using
You
to get
don't
around with.
How can I?
Take your candle back, dick. Meemaw's wanting some of that country kitchen.
I'm Annabelle Lauren.
Hi there.
You must be Miss Manning.
I love your
I
eyebrows.
very
Oh, I love your
unusual,
eyebrows
very
too.
dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up?
When did you get yours? Oh, I've had these for a few months. Oh, really? I get new ones every other day.
This is your room.
You just look
Depressing,
unnatural.
isn't it?
I doubt if I'll spend much time here.
It's going to rain. Perfect atmosphere for my...
Have women
husband's
evolved the
party.
lower eyebrows over the years? Or did they just have higher ones? Or
Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
well, hers aren't too
Why did he
bad.
pick you?
I don't know.
But Blondie there and the other
Supervisor
Blondie,
just came and said I'd been invited.
it just looks surprised, Rhett. They constantly look surprised in every expression.
I just met him tonight.
So? Why you?
Oh, hey, Louisiana.
What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Salty
Well, I
Bread
was in the
Fairy,
cellar
really?
with Lance.
Nice name, I
Mr.
guess.
Schroeder.
That's a bit of a switch.
I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
Fix your face.
But
They
You're
like
in
talking about
danger.
each other's faces a lot.
We all are.
but who?
I hope for your sake you never find out.
I remember you.
I'm Annabelle Lauren. Are you looking for something?
Not exactly.
He just
Are you a
found it.
doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
He needs a doctor.
You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on the head. Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
Thank you, Mrs. Lauren.
Annabelle Lance.
You should have went with Ms. Oh, she's all right. He's so surprised. He's like, oh, fuck, that was so easy.
You were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened then.
And mad at me, I think. I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Lance. If I need help, may I count on you?
Yeah, sure, I guess so.
After that bump on the head, I'm not sure if he can count
Look, what's
correctly
going on
anymore.
here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I wish I knew what it was.
Must be pretty big if he's going to lay out 50,000.
The money doesn't mean anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
She's scandalous as fuck because she's trying to act
Oh, he
coy
thinks
now.
that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course.
She's
the
like,
man
I'm
was 40.
staying. I'm staying. Oh, what is my husband
First
up
simply
to?
disappeared. The other two died.
Well, you obviously know or you don't fucking care, lady.
I don't want to join them.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. 2 girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please be careful.
Would he hurt you?
He would kill me if he could.
Well, if he's managed to kill other people, then... Fuck, she's like antagonizing him, too. Because he's like, I'll give you $1 million or whatever he said to just fucking go away. Leave me alone. I don't ever see you again. And she's like, nope, I want all of your money.
Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him?
Bashed his head in.
In your fashion.
You're so clever, Frederick.
Yes, I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
But you adore me as much if I were poor. No. All you want to be is a lovely widow. It's almost time to lock up the house. And then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end.
Why did he look directly into the camera? That was so fucking creepy. Well, there you go. That was weird. Just breaking the fucking wall down like that. Are you ready to go?
It's close to midnight, Lance. Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
Yeah, Price was getting a little fresh there a second ago.
Who is it?
Your host, my
Fresh and rough. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column
It's almost
B.
midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. I'll be right down.
You're probably too rough, Chaos. This poor girl's getting traumatized left and right. Nobody will fucking believe her.
Come with us. Come with us before he kills you.
It's not even midnight yet. Why isn't she gone?
Where's Nora?
She still got the choice to leave. Here she comes. All right, now how's she going to explain this?
Don't want to stay here.
Nora, what happened? That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years. She's blind, you know.
I'm not going to stay here.
Oh, great job, you know, explaining all of this
We have a real
this early in.
mystery on our hands.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
The plot thickens.
Good evening.
Hello, darling.
Hello, my dear.
Ah, it's
This is
close.
my
Damn
wife.
it.
These are our guests. Ruth Bridges. Dr.
Highbrows,
You know Walter Pritchard, of course. Nora
sideburns,
Manning,
dark
and
brows.
This is
bump face.
Lance Schroeder.
Just call him. Just call him Gravy Chops.
Get me out of here.
Now, what about the 10,000?
I don't care. He wants to kill me.
Who wants to kill you?
Mr. Lawrence.
May I have your attention, please?
So she's going to
I
take
think
that guy's
you all
word for
remember
it.
the bargain
That's like,
we made
no.
about staying all night. $10,000 apiece.
Hey, here we go.
If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die, you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
Yeah, at this point, I think that guy's slipping into kidnapping territory. No, you will wait. They need somebody to get freaked out and everything. There we go. Price playing
Midnight
coy
hit. Who
again.
told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision.
No choice
for you.
now.
We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
That requires too
Sorry,
much
my
work,
dear, but
Oblivion.
It's too late now.
Way too much work.
Darling, haven't you had enough of the silly game? Get some cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party.
Yeah, Dame, I don't know who the cops could even charge
In
at
spite
this
of my
point, though.
wife's faith in my ability to do the
Caretakers?
impossible,
Vincent Price? His wife?
we will all
The
have
dude
to
trying
stay
to
in
make
this
that
house
other
until
chick
8
stay?
o'clock in the morning. But
8
we
hours.
have some party favors for you.
Party
In
favors.
these little coffins.
Weapons? They're weapons, aren't they? You're going to hand out weapons.
This is my wife's idea. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't,
He's just
you
fucking
just put
passing out
with your
handguns?
thumb and then pull the trigger. You see, they're loaded.
This won't cause any problems at all.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Doctor?
But I'll take one anyways. Just in case I gotta kill one of you people.
Nora?
Go ahead, take it.
Yeah, that sweet, sweet Colt 45, baby.
Miss Bridges? And here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Oh, now he starts
Guns
pointing the
away,
barrels
they won't
away
do
from
you any
himself.
good. I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent,
Dr. Tran.
don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora had had a gun when she mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total darkness.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to go running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
Mr. Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me.
Follow Dark Brows, everybody. He's got some heads to show you.
Darling, I really don't need this.
Now Price has 2 pistols. Oh no, one gets to stay. You should have kept the second one. Why did your wife give
Go
you
look in
2
my suitcase.
pistols?
Just go look.
Well, don't send him first. Oh, let me guess. Nothing's in there.
But it was in there.
It smiled at me.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out!
A sedative?
All of you get out of here and leave me alone! Just get out of here!
She's going into a jiggle rage.
You think it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose
Sedative.
she thought she saw?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her. But if they wanted her, they'd get her.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
Can you make a drink for me?
You went in and talked to her?
Well, do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
This lady,
That
like,
would put me right over the edge.
is the embodiment of Mrs. Howell.
So stay up
Miss
here
Howell,
and
right?
in
From
case she needs help.
Gilligan's Isle?
All right.
That's
I'll be in my room. Just call it.
it's kind of the vibe I'm getting from her. Can somebody come in my room and make me a drink?
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts. Nor in frightening
Ghost
women.
ain't a people, dick.
In Nora's case, it's gone far enough. Perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
House does look kind of neat. It looks like a big old bunker, more than anything. The outside looks like a big old bunker, but the inside just looks like
Nora.
some weird mansion. But it's a house, so it's neither. And it's up on a hill. I love how everybody immediately
Nora?
like spreads out and isolates themselves and then goes, wait. This isn't my coat. What the fuck?
Nora!
Nora! I got something to show you! He's so fucking casual about it.
What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Nora?
Nora!
Where is she?
It's too late.
Press X to Nora!
You'll never find her again.
Pritchard, if you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. And there's nothing you can do about it.
I like how the scream segued. She had enough time to scream. She was screaming before she even went over the edge. Don't fuck with me. Oh, she's singing now.
Lay her down.
That room must be so tight. She's fucking whistling. Damn it. Oh no, Goldeneye, you're wrong. Apparently you do. Yeah, it does it. Like, some of the music in this, like, reminds me of stuff you'd hear in sci-fi flicks. Well, this is kind of sci-fi, but like aliens and spaceships and shit.
Nora?
Nora! Nora!
She's dead, Mr. Lauren. Your wife hanged herself.
Suicide.
Suicide. Yeah, she screamed like she wanted to go. Yeah, I'm sure Sideburns is going to probably carve her head off. Run around with that.
Nora. Please hide me. Please hide me.
Please, Lance.
He tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Has anybody seen you since he left you?
I heard some people in that room, but I went by and nobody saw me.
Mrs. Lauren is dead.
But how?
You're next, lady.
Lauren said she committed suicide.
You think she would have been
I
first?
think somebody killed her.
Him.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute.
Yes, the living room seems like an agreeable place to have a discussion. Give me 5 minutes. I just want to be by myself for a little bit longer. Oh, she's still here.
I gotta go downstairs. Now you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. You'll be all right.
No, she won't.
And if you have to, you use it.
Shoot the ghost. Well, obviously they're not talking about shooting the ghost. It's don't shoot Vincent Price. He's still got a little bit of script left to go. He better, anyways. Yeah, if they go to the living room and play The Floor is Lava, they'd probably have a better chance of surviving. There's better survival, like, skill involved with that game than... playing fucking Blue's Clues with Vincent Price.
So beautiful. So greedy. So cold. What are you doing in here? Wait. Don't wait.
He has been standing there the whole time and you just fucking noticed him.
I didn't want them to take her away.
Drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Pritchard. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
He's so
Your
short,
wife isn't there anymore.
Price didn't notice him.
She's already joined them.
Pritchard, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get out, you sot, and don't come back into this room again.
Don't mind the short man staring at my wife. It was right there. Though, was Sideburns like staring at her through the sheet thing that he just... I don't know what the hell those are supposed to be called. I'm sure there's some fancy pants word for it. He's gonna smash? Enough yet, though.
Where's what's-her-name? Nora.
He seemed totally oblivious, too.
I didn't disturb her,
Of course
since
he's
I don't
drunk.
think this concerns her.
I'm working on it, too.
Mr. Lauren, isn't there
Curtains?
some way we
But
can
bed
get out of
curtains?
this house now?
Curtains for a bed?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghost.
We just gotta stay. We just gotta.
But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else. The death of Mrs. Lauren. So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours? 6 of us. Time enough.
Who'll be next? How will it happen?
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were the first one to see my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
No.
Did any of you? There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Lauren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered.
Murdered!
By one of you.
She was cosplaying Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible. And fucked up.
Or you, Mr. Lauren. To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
You've missed
We're all
some
strangers to
suicide.
Only you had a motive for murder.
What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs. Lauren. And that's a matter for the police.
So how do we get the police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder.
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
Why should even a millionaire want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts, have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor?
He just needs
Is
some
the verdict
friends.
guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't
Murder?
getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Lauren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent. Okay. Now what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other.
My money's on Miss Sal.
Really think?
I don't think anything. I just know that
Enraged
I'm
because
going to my
nobody would
room.
make her a
And if
fucking
anybody
drink.
comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be safe. Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room. And the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
And we're all agreed?
Oh, I wish this night were over.
Rooms? Guns? I tell you, it doesn't make any difference. They aren't through with us yet.
We got 6 hours, Mr. Buns. Plenty of time left for them to get their revenge. Yeah, them all being nasally. Yeah, it's probably just that recording. Oh, they all just talk like that. Hey, Matt.
What's the use of saying goodnight?
Sweet dreams. You could say that.
Good night.
But if somebody leaves their room to go into somebody else's room to kill them, how's everybody else going to know that they left their room and then know that they're the killer? Because the only person who would know
Good night, Doctor.
is the person whose room that they come into and kill them. But they're obviously going to be fucking dead. I'm pretty sure all the doors don't have peepholes. Meanwhile, still scooting around the basement. Nah, the caretakers left. They scooted on home. Well, that's not a bad idea. You got 6 hours, man. Your arm is going to get tired quick. Yes, if there's anything that this place is lacking, is more burning candles. It looks so like modern and contemporary almost from the outside, but the inside it just there's fucking candles everywhere. I guess they did say the electricity was getting shut off and all that too. Whatever. They already started doing that earlier, Pippin. Oh yeah, the old eye holes through the painting trick, right? Put a chair in front of the door. Well, they're ghosts. Remember, ghosts just have secret passages everywhere, so the doors don't even fucking matter. Because the killer already made it obvious that they know how to get around. Here we go again. But at least she doesn't have to, like, go like this, because she already looks so fucking surprised.
Nora, it's me, Lance.
She's still alive somehow. Good for her, I suppose.
Okay. They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
Good for her.
Lance, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lorne.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
Yeah, how are you
Tried to
jumping
warn
to
me.
conclusions?
Asked me to help him. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
What if he finds out you're alive? No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
He's gonna get you. She looked pretty happy about that, too. So here we go. Now, by leaving the room, he is admitting... He already agreed that by leaving the room, he is admitting to his guilt at being the killer. So, if anybody happened to, like, peek out of the room and see him in the hall, they would be totally justified in fucking gunning him down. You son of a bitch. He's got the powers of a ghost, guys! He's a shadow! He uses shadow walk! And he just disappears into the shadow realm. Nora's the killer? That's probably what's going to end up happening. Yeah, so not only did he admit his guilt to being the killer, but he is also a ghost. So he is a ghost killer. Did all the candles just get blown out? Like, instantaneously? Oh, I remember this. This reminds me of that scene from Evil Dead. But that was a tree. Oh, she's back! She's back from Country Kitchen! And she wants you to try on a new dress she found. At the bargain bin. She wants to make sure it fits you. Oh, okay. I got the sniffles tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Now she grabs the gun. No, that's what I'm saying. No. Should have been emptying that fucking mag out that window. Hi. Stop screaming, lady. You got that piece? Use it. Start blasting motherfuckers. She's just running away with it. See, she's the kind of person that they design shit like Amnesia: The Dark Descent for. She has a weapon. She's still not fucking using it. Come on, lady. I spent like 90% of Amnesia trying to fucking carry things to bonk monsters in the head with. She can't pull the trigger. Oh god, time to start screaming again. The fucking organ's playing itself. That's never happened. Oh, come on, it's not that bad sounding. It's like a switch. It's like a switch. Fucking organ. It's so terrifying. Shoot him. He admits he's the killer. The doctor was the killer all along. I'm the killer. Please shoot me in the face.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
That makes at least 3 people have left the fucking room, but it's actually 4 so far, on my count.
You got yours? Ready?
You look downstairs, and I'll look up here.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time?
They'll never suspect a thing. Really? See, all Price would have to do is come back into the hallway, see him, and be like, what the fuck? Now what is he doing? Pulled this one from old fucking Sideburns. He's gonna go get some answers out of the dead lady. But guess what? She's still there!
It's almost over, darling.
What?
Every detail was perfect.
The plot thickens.
What's happening?
We've done it. A perfect crime. Beautiful.
Has she killed him?
Nobody else could tell that she wasn't fucking dead.
She will.
They just took his word for it. Oh, okay.
Get me out of this hanging harness. What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. But after you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling.
She's lucky she didn't get fucking
Where's Nora
smoked.
now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she...
Nora had again. Again. Somebody give it to her.
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned is working perfectly.
Oh, I think Nora's
Nora is sure Frederick
on the
murdered
spectrum
you.
somewhere.
She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar.
Fucking screaming at organs and shit.
With fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
Oh, darling, hang me like one of your French girls.
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
There'd be a lot of shots. Nora's fucking stupid. Yeah, a little bit. Cheating? Nah. He fucking hooked up with Vincent Price. Well, I guess he does, like, fucking tug her around by her. But some ladies are into that. Don't have to be sexist either. I'm sure there's some mans who are in a little bit of tugging. Who doesn't like a good tug every now and again? Of course. Oh boy. This is going to be awkward.
No.
Oh my god. She can't fucking do anything. She finally does the right thing. And what's her reaction? Scream like a banshee. We're on full speed. Good job, lady. Little lady Nora. Is it Nora? Mora? Nora. You think she would have been like, yay? But even then, she killed the wrong person. Oh no! No, they put him in the bone machine. Uh-oh. Are we... Okay. I thought they were going to spook us. Not yet. Why is she wearing a sexy nightgown?
David? David?
Here we go. Somebody needs to grease up these doors. Oh, don't start panicking now. It's a little late for that. Just a little bit. Guess she gave up on date. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, don't do it. Don't do it or I'll scream like Dora. No! 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 Oh my god, it's so terrifying! It's so goddamn spoopy! Holy shit! What is it doing? At least she isn't screaming. Well, she still has plenty of time to. Nora, she would have been screaming long before this. She would have looked down and seen the...
At last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life. But you're not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me.
Oh my God. There we go. It took a small touch. Really? Oh no. Oh no. It's so spoopy. It's the spoopiness of the skeleton is shoving her directly backwards into the skeleton spoopy machine. No! Oops, I slipped. That was the most gentle push I've ever seen. She set herself up so beautifully. That's a 9 out of 10 for me. Come on, lady. Yeah, her scream attack was highly ineffective. So now I'm starting to lose track of what the hell is going on.
Good night, Doctor. Good night, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder.
Game of murder.
I was playing too.
And you tried playing the best, baby.
There must be some way to get in here.
Oh, it's right along here.
Get back to the collateral damage, people.
Lance! I've shot Mr. Lorne. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't get the whole thing, because he was dumped into the acid. So how did he live, but he killed her by putting her in there? Oh, he looks...
It's him. He's alive.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear.
I was alive all along.
I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Stumbled, yeah. Oh, yeah. Stumbled.
Now there are 9. There'll be more, many more.
Oh, you just heard a shadow.
They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Guys, we've been spooked. We're all fucked now. The end, more like the 10s. All right. That was definitely a thing. Kind of a big fan. Oh, whoa. I like this right here, down here at the bottom. Skeleton. Played by himself. That's awesome. Of course he played himself, but whose Skelebones was it? That's the real mystery. Whose Skelebones were they? We'll never know, I'm sure.